A warning for you tonight before summer break starts. The parents of 6-year-old TJ Mister, who drowned at a St. Louis County camp, say a push to improve safety is falling short and it could leave your child at risk. Only First Alert 4 Investigates has tirelessly followed this case for years. Investigator Susan Alcori takes a closer look at the hidden dangers and what else could be done to protect your child while at camp.
We are dedicated and we're motivated.
6-year-old TJ Mister, wise beyond his years.
Even if we're sad, we do not give up, never.
A message holding much more meaning for his parents.
That video gets me up in the morning sometimes.
Just grab your heart, That video was, our son.
Olga and Travone Mister left living in a world without TJ.
We do not give up.
We live by that, and people should live by that. Do not give up.
But fighting to change it because of him.
You have to just make sure that your kid is protected.
2 years ago, TJ drowned at a summer camp run by St. Louis County, a camp that was unlicensed, since unlike other childcare like daycares, Missouri does not regulate camps.
I didn't know what questions to ask. I just assumed that TJ was gonna, that it was safe.
If there was any regulations in place, my baby would be alive today.
The Misters are pushing for licensing at camps statewide.
This is unacceptable.
And thought St. Louis County could lead the way.
It was very shocking to me that I wasn't even told.
Instead, they say their pleas to pass a countywide ordinance were ignored.
What about the rest of the children?
This year, council members greenlit an ordinance that sets rules only at the 4 camps run by the county. It doesn't include the dozens of private ones held there every year.
The most important thing is to do it right, not to do it fast.
If time has taught this family anything, it's that parents need to know what they're signing up for when they send their kids to camp.
We didn't think about, hey, do you have a list of these things that we should know about?
TJ drowned at the Kennedy Center pool, a pool that First Alert 4 Investigates uncovered never should have been open. County policy required 2 lifeguards. That day, there was 1 and more than 40 kids.
Definitely ask how many lifeguards are present. Definitely make sure that they do a swim test.
In the nearly 2 years since he died, reporting by First Alert 4 Investigates exposed what the Misters consider a series of missteps made by the county. The camp didn't do swim tests. Surveillance video shows TJ struggling for almost 5 minutes before a counselor got him. On top of that, 2 kids told police they tried to get help and told the head counselor TJ was having trouble in the pool. Both kids say they were ignored. Out of the water, staff did CPR but never used a potentially life-saving AED. There was even an issue calling 911. It went to a center in Colorado because the county's phone wasn't set up properly. First Alert 4 Investigates also uncovering emails sent months before TJ died. In them, Parks Department employees talk about being short-staffed and question if it's safe to open the pool. Councilman Ernie Trachis got involved, writing, "Let me make myself perfectly clear. I expect the Kennedy pool to be open." After TJ died, Trachis introduced the camp safety ordinance. He didn't answer our request for an interview, so we caught up with him at a council meeting.
We just wanted to ask you some questions about the summer camp safety ordinance.
Not now.
Would you be interested in looking at expanding that so it affects all kids in the county?
I'm focused on the meeting tonight right now. Maybe we can talk some other time.
Some council members had more to say.
We started with the ones we could control directly, and then with an eye to looking at a broader view. I think we need to look at what can we do to make sure that we're keeping our kids as safe as we can do it.
Others have a different take on what the county's role can be.
I think we're pretty limited in what we can do based on our jurisdiction.
If you're in Brentwood or if you're in Clayton, then those bodies, those governmental bodies enact those ordinances.
Not everyone sees it that way.
There's no price that you can put on a 6-year-old child's life. No price.
Doug Forbes has spent almost 5 years pushing for summer camp regulations. Ever since his daughter Roxy drowned at a Los Angeles area camp.
If this can happen to our child, This can happen to any child.
His work led Los Angeles County leaders to approve 2 measures which enact broad sweeping safety changes for swim programs and camps, including licensing. Parents can now go online and see inspection reports.
We can do this in the most populous county, in the most populous state in America, meaning enact meaningful, logical camp safety laws. We can do it here, certainly St. Louis County.
Forbes thought what he did could be a blueprint for St. Louis.
I wrote countless emails. I made phone calls.
He wants to know why county leaders decided to go a different way.
I don't know what it's going to take for St. Louis County to wake up and say, this is our precious cargo. We can protect them simply, inexpensively, and immediately.
We took that question to county council members.
Do you want to see that in St. Louis?
I think right now everything's on the table and should be.
If Los Angeles is doing it, why can't St. Louis County do it?
We're a different county in a different state with a different set of rules.
For the Mister family, timing is everything. After begging county leaders to expand the ordinance to all camps, St. Louis County passed its limited one the day after TJ would have turned 8.
I feel like, the day after TJ's birthday was a little planned.
What is changing at the 4 St. Louis County-run camps targets several things that happened the day TJ died. A minimum of 2 camp employees have to be first aid, CPR, and AED certified. Campers have to do swim tests, and 1 lifeguard is required for every 25 campers. Changes that won't affect the vast majority of summer camps.
Are you concerned about safety?
I am, absolutely.
Sitting in their family room, reminders of TJ are everywhere.
We are dedicated and we're motivated.
His voice in a cherished video.
We do not give up.
We don't give up, so we're going to continue to fight, and we're not going to go away.
TJ's message, now his parents' motivation.
In his own words, so from that age, just think of what our son would be as an adult.
Even if we're sad, we do not give up, never.
One question that keeps coming up is how much it could cost to license camps. In Los Angeles County, camps are absorbing part of that by paying a licensing fee. It's based on the number of campers and averages a few dollars per kid. On the other side, last year, St. Louis County paid the Mister family an $8 million settlement. The state bill, known as TJ's Law, which would have set up licensing for camps across Missouri, didn't get enough traction this year. The family hopes it will be reintroduced in the next year. Susan L. Corey, First Alert 4 investigates.